The son of one of my college professors asked a very profound question about his little newborn brother. He said, "Mommy, does he know who he is, or does he just lie there and think he's nothing?" Well, he doesn't have the slightest idea who he is. The only way that little child will ever know what he's like, whether he's worth anything, is to look in the mirror. And during those early years, that mirror is the significant people that stand around him, primarily his parents. A child's self-image can be either built up or torn down by his parents. And we need to realize that criticism creates insecurities and bitterness and rebellion, whereas praise creates an atmosphere in that home of love and joy and acceptance. A home that has a rebellious young person is often a home that is filled with a negative critical atmosphere, and that's something that needs to be changed. Proverbs 27:21 says, "As the fining pot for silver and the furnace for gold, so is a man to his praise." Do you know what that's saying? It's telling us that praise is a purifier. It motivates those we praise to develop more of that same quality. And that's why you need to be very careful what you praise, because whatever you praise, you're going to get more of. If you laugh at a child's rude behavior, you're going to get more of that rude behavior. But if you consistently praise a child for his truthfulness and his obedience, then you're going to get more of those same qualities. It's amazing what a little bit of praise can do to encourage a son or a daughter. And if you can't think of anything, ask the Lord, ask your spouse to show you areas where you can praise that child. Somebody said that even a conceited person has at least one good quality. He doesn't talk about other people. So praise your child for even the smallest display of Christ-like character. And if you have a tension in a particular relationship, don't follow your natural inclination and withdraw from that child. If a child is rebellious, the worst thing you can do is to react in anger. Instead, look for ways to draw close and bless and encourage and praise and give that child your unconditional love. But it's essential in a marriage as well. Proverbs 31:28 is the key to understanding why the virtuous woman in that chapter is what she is. It says her husband praises her. He notices all those things that she does, and he praises her for it. Men, do you have any idea what that does for your wife? Your wife needs to hear words of affirmation and kindness and praise, and she needs to hear those words primarily from you. So praise her and encourage her and affirm her. And ladies, your husband, as cool and composed as he may appear on the outside, has insecurities and struggles just like everybody else. He may not verbalize them, but he needs your affirmation. He is desperate to hear words of encouragement and praise from your lips more than anyone else. Ephesians 5:33 talks about a wife reverencing her husband. Praise him for how hard he works. Thank him for the time he spends with you having devotions and praying together. Praise him for the time that he spends with the children. And if you can praise your children and spouse in front of other people, in front of family or friends, it magnifies the power of your words and has an even greater effect upon that person's psyche. Words are incredibly powerful. That's why Proverbs 18:21 says, "Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof." And what a pleasant fruit it is. So go out of your way to bless and praise and encourage your spouse and your children. Words of praise and encouragement do not come naturally to most of us. In fact, experts suggest that it takes at least 6 affirmations and praises to counteract the damage that's done by just one critical remark. Now, most of us don't have any trouble coming up with that critical remark and unkind word. But in order to neutralize the sting of those hurtful words, we need to be intentional. And we need to take responsibility for those unkind words by asking forgiveness of the one that we've just hurt and offended. Try it. See how it can transform a relationship and how it can diffuse potentially destructive conflicts. Proverbs 15:1 says, "A soft answer turneth away wrath, but grievous words stir up anger."